I don't want my kid to talk about some shit I did. I want him to talk about some shit we're doing. I did a Facebook live last night. I did 2 of them actually. First one I turned on, 120 people. Nobody commenting though. I don't know why people watch stuff. Well, I do. They're waiting for me to say something crazy or something that they don't like, more so than they're waiting for me to say something they do like. So I just turned it off after, I don't know, 10 minutes or so and deleted it. I don't ever delete them. I always just leave them, but I'm like, fuck it. Why leave it there? It just makes it harder for me to find stuff later if I want to go back and find it. So at 9 o'clock or so, I did another one, and 120 so people came on, and people were talking, commenting. But I turned that live feed on to have a conversation. It's not to show you this thing I'm a terrible salesman. I make some posts. We got all kinds of gear up there that never even gets posted. It just sits, and eventually somebody buys it when they're looking for something else and they want to add something to their order. So I put the live feed on, and somebody said something. I don't remember even what it was. I don't even remember what it was about. But it led to a lot of other things. And I remember when I turned the live feed off, I thought, man, this is pretty good. There's some good content in here. Like from the heart, shit that I actually believe. I mean, you know, it's not just us. Hey, Bill. Hey, Joe. Hey, Ted. Hey, John, how's your day? You guys aren't here to see how my fucking day is. You don't give a shit how my day is. Most of you would be happier if I got on and I'm like, yeah, man, half my building burnt down. For real. Like, if my building burnt down and I did a live feed, we'd have fucking 20,000 people watching it. But if I get on here and tell you some real shit like, move with fucking purpose, move with urgency, fucking work hard. Don't spend time on shit that you can't fucking change. Don't spend time on shit that doesn't affect you. Don't spend time talking and having conversations and eating up energy and time. Really, it's time, right? We don't buy things with fucking money. We buy things with time because it took the time. If you fucking actually broke everything you buy down into how many minutes that cost you, you'd have a lot of different, I wouldn't have, like, if I fucking actually thought about it, there's probably a lot of shit in this room right here that wouldn't be sitting here if I had to think of how many minutes I died in order to have this. Because if you break it down to the rawest form, that's what happened. You spent that time. You can never get the time back. So how many minutes of your life did it cost you to have this, whatever it is here? And does it benefit you? Can you monetize it? Can it make you move faster? Can it make you healthier? Can it add quality to your life down the road? Can it add to your business to make you more money? You want to sell vitamins, you want to sell health products, you want to sell fitness products, probably shouldn't be a big fat ass trying to sell that shit. And I say that repeating what I've heard other dudes say that are in that industry. Yeah, I lost 150 pounds because I want to sell fucking health and fitness, supplements, lifestyle advice, whatever. And I'm a fucking bad poster boy for my company, so I lost 150 pounds. But what does that do when I go through that journey of losing 150 pounds over a 2-year period? Well, it shows you that I was a big fat ass like you are right now. And it gives you hope because you followed my journey. And I also used my products while I was doing it. So I benefited from it, right? So when you break it down to the minutes, does it benefit you? I talked about a lot of things on the live feed, but somebody said something and I go, think about it. It's 10 o'clock at night right now. The live feed went from like 9 o'clock till 10:30 or something last night. I didn't know that till after the fact. While I was on the live feed, I'm like, what time is it? I have no cons. I don't know if it's 8 o'clock. I don't know if it's fucking midnight right now. Why is that? Because I work. I fucking work. And that's the I don't have people, I have people here that work very hard. Do not fucking misconstrue that. There are some people here that work super fucking hard. 10% of the people do 80% of the work in this fucking building. That's probably any building. Whatever building you're in right now, that's probably the same thing. But we get fucking caught up just on Facebook. We get caught up on social media. I don't know what time it is because it doesn't fucking matter what time it is. I work, and I work, and I work, and then I work some more. Well, John, you work too hard. That's what I want to fucking do. Everything I have around me, if you pan around anything that's in here, it's a fucking interest to me. And I have what I want. I'm doing exactly what I want right now. I'm standing here talking to this camera about some shit I just don't understand. And no matter how hard you try to develop somebody or how much energy, and I don't go out of my way. I don't fucking knock on somebody's door and go, hey man, I think you should do this. We're talking about people that come where I'm at. We're talking about people that interact on my fucking social media feeds. We're talking about people that ask my advice. But you give them the advice, and then it's just too hard, or they didn't really want it, or I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. And I remember having a conversation with somebody, maybe it was Jeff. I don't remember who it was, but he said, people aren't like you. I go, what do you mean people aren't like me? All these dudes I'm looking at that I would call a mentor, or I idolize, or people that are high performance. Let's call them high performance individuals, high performance people, right? They're like I am, because if they weren't, I wouldn't be watching them. So why can't I get some other people? And here's my thought. I can't get other people next to me or in my organization because they're like me. Those guys aren't employees. So how do you get employees at that level? I have a few in the building. There's a couple that are here. But for the most part, and I'm not even talking about my employees. I'm talking about just dudes, fucking people in general. You see some stuff on the camera, and I tell guys that all the time because I don't want them to think that they can't do it. I worked out legs yesterday. I don't know what I fucking worked yesterday. The day before I worked something. I worked back. I did back in the morning, and then I did another workout. I did a chest workout. And I was on Instagram, and a dude's like, man, you're a fucking animal, John. He said something. He goes, I'm commenting, I'm reading your stuff between sets at the gym. I love looking at your stuff between sets. It just motivates me. And I go, I'm doing my second workout right now. I as well am commenting and replying to you between my sets at the gym. And he goes, man, you're such a beast. And I go, I'm really not, man. All you see, though, is what I show you. But for the most part, from 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning, let's call it 5. Let's say from 5 a.m. until 10 p.m., I don't sit down. I don't fucking sit still. There's not a lull. There's no break. Like, I don't have a break. I don't take a break. Sometimes I'm at my computer. My break is I'm at the computer and I'm doing emails. And that's while I'm waiting for the hot knife to heat up. Sometimes I will take a break, and that consists of at 11:30, when I know lunch is going to be right at noon, I'm going to come out here and I'm going to fucking bust my ass and have a second workout, which a lot of times when I do that, that's the second of 3 workouts during the day. That's 3 fucking workouts during the day. And I have that half-hour window and I can really just come out here. I don't even turn the lights on. I don't turn the music on. I have headphones on. Nobody knows I'm out here, and I am fucking breaking it. I am fucking busting. I'm fucking killing these fucking weights because I'm going to be super hungry, and I'm going to eat, and my body's going to absorb all that fucking nutrients that I take in. My food is pretty bland compared to what I was eating 6 months ago. Most of my meals are fish and chicken, no white bread, nothing like that. I have rice, and I'm eating literally by weights. I'm eating, 7 grams of protein, or 7 grams of meat. I'm eating 3 ounces, 7 ounces of meat, 3 ounces of carbs, which is usually just white rice, to spike the insulin to absorb the protein, and then I'm eating 3 ounces of broccoli. Like, I eat like that. I eat 6 to 7 times a day, weighted. On the weekends, not as strict. But for the most part, I'm definitely 100 times. I'm eating better right now, the last 6 months, than I've probably eaten in the last 20 years. And it's making a difference. It's making a huge difference everywhere. But back to, we were talking, and I said, you know what? You want to make a difference in your life? Because dudes are like, I don't have time. No, we all have time. You know what the difference between the billionaire is and the the dude who's just fucking shows up to work fucking a couple days. He's supposed to work 5, but he shows up 2. You know what the difference is? You all have the same time. Why don't you just use that time differently? That's really when you break it down to the rawest form. Most of those guys, like dudes I know with money, their family didn't have any money. Guys right now I know with money, I don't think I know anybody with money that didn't make their own money. I definitely don't know anybody that's won the lotto. I don't know anybody that has stolen a business, inherited a business. Like, I don't know those guys. Because I'm busy fucking working, and I'm attracted to people that fucking work hard. So, you want to make an immediate change in your life? Every tablet, I know the fucking iPad has it, because I just saw it in the iPad the other day. I see it on Facebook. Facebook has it in their algorithm or their app now too, how much time you spend on social media on that platform. Your phone tells you how much time you spend on all of them combined or individually. Bathroom. Everybody sits down to go to the bathroom, right? At some point during the day. And if you're not, you're having a problem. That's another thing. I go to a public restroom or something, and you hear dudes grunt and fucking just like, I've never had to grunt to go to the bathroom. Like, I assume you probably are doing something in your life that you might need to modify a little bit. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I should be grunting and it fucking should be painful to go to the bathroom and it should take fucking 5 minutes and you need a book. I never understood when I used to see adults as a kid take a book or a magazine into the fucking bathroom. There's shit in there. I try to be away from shit. I don't want to go in there and smell my shit. I definitely don't want to smell your shit, and I don't want to smell the shit of a stranger who I've never fucking met. So why are you sitting where the shit is and you have time to read? Think about that. You had time to read. Well, we don't carry a book in the bathroom anymore. Now we carry a phone. It's a smartphone. It's a computer. Has every answer in the world. But you're not looking up fucking things, mysteries of the universe. You're looking at memes. You're looking at what Joe said. You're looking at what Billy said. You're looking for, I don't know what you're looking at. Porn in the fucking bathroom where there's other people's shit smell. That's not where I want to be looking at fucking porn. You're looking at porn. You need a girlfriend. Do what you want to do, man. But we spend a lot of time in that fucking, on that toilet with that phone. And I say this, and I am guilty of this. I do it myself. If you see a post in the middle of the day, chances are, see, I use the bathroom almost like a reward. I try to drink over a gallon of water a day. I should say a gallon of liquid. It all is base water, but I put pills and potions and powders in it. But I play this game with myself. I use these aminos. I use watermelon or cherry lime aminos, Swinney Nutrition aminos. And I drink them because they taste super good and it makes me drink more water. But between every cup of that, I have to drink a glass of raw water. So I chug that down pretty fast, and then as a reward, I get another glass of aminos or flavored water of some sort. It's always aminos. I don't know why I say of some sort. It's always the same thing. But then I stand there because I drink so much. Before anybody even gets here to the building, I've already been to the gym. I've been up. I've been to the gym. I've been here. I've already drank a half gallon of water before I even see the first human being that comes in here that's on payroll. So I'm peeing. I pee a lot. I'm like, man, maybe I have something wrong with me. And Amanda's like, fool, you drink a gallon of water a day. Of course you're peeing a lot. But I do that as a reward. When I have to go to the bathroom and I feel that I need to sit down and actually go to the bathroom, I have to finish whatever my task is. I don't just go to the bathroom because I'll sidetrack. Because when I go in that bathroom, I'm going to sit down and that phone's coming out. Don't take your phone in the bathroom and see how long you sit in the bathroom. It'll change. Don't ever take your phone in the bathroom. Don't ever take your phone out in the bathroom. How many times you go to the bathroom a day? How many times are you in there like legitimately? I don't need an answer on this. I physically sit down and use the toilet 3-4 times a day. But I would assume, because I see employees, maybe they're going to the bathroom the same amount. But you always hear, the employees in the bathroom. I know it because I see them on fucking Facebook. I see the notifications of people I'm paying while they're in the bathroom, right? So it doesn't even register, hey, Bill's, Joe, Bob, whoever's not present. I just happen to see it. But why did I see it? Because I'm on fucking social media also. So I'm guilty of this myself. I sit down. My point is, when I go to the bathroom, I pull the phone out. I make Instagram posts. I go through. I find, let's say I'm going to post grocery bags. I'm going to post these grocery bags up. What I do is I go through and I search SOE, hashtag SOE grocery bag in Instagram, because they have the best hashtags. You can find them on Facebook, but the hashtags work best on Instagram. So I go in there and I pull it up and I find one of my old posts. You might not know this, maybe you do know this. If you go in and edit any of your posts, it takes it out of the feed. So I don't do it on anything current. I only do it on the older posts. So I use hashtag. When you're putting hashtags in, let's say I'm hashtag garage door, hashtag concrete floor, hashtag Canon EOS 77D. I also use those hashtags because I want other people doing grocery bags or shopping or money bag or whatever hashtags we use. I also, in all of them, because if I pull up hashtag grocery bag, 50,000 fucking posts are going to come up from this month alone, and none of them are going to be what I'm looking for in my own. So I also use hashtag SOE grocery bag. So I put in hashtag SOE grocery bag, I find an older post, I edit it, I click edit, and I copy paste all of that text. And then I go and I take my photo and I load it in Instagram, and I copy paste all that text in there, and then I change the color, change whatever, and I try to ask a question because I want your comments. I want you to engage with me on Instagram. You have 5 minutes when you post to Instagram to have dialogue and transition for it to show up on that main search page. Otherwise, it's just going to be on my page. And generally now, social media is not pushing it to you when you make a post. It's only going to, you have to physically go to the SOE Tactical Gear page to see what I posted that day, for the most part. Unless I say, hey, who wants a free one of these? Do you like red or blue? Here's both. Which is your preference? I like blah, blah, blah. We have a conversation. I got 5 minutes to sit there. When you comment, I need to reply to you. I need to acknowledge you with a heart. That's the Instagram deal. We have to have some dialogue. Once that happens within the first 5 minutes, they open it up another 15 minutes. If we can get a little bit more, it pushes it to the page. It pushes it to the main. Unless you paid for it, then it changes it a little bit. Now this, what I just told you here about Instagram, the shit changes like every fucking 90 days. If you want to know what's going on social media and how to use it, just get on YouTube while you're doing memes on Facebook at midnight from your bed. This is what I do. I get on YouTube and I go, current algorithms on Instagram. How to beat the algorithms on Instagram. Look up anything like that. Targeted marketing on Facebook. You want to know how to do any of that shit? Dudes are paying thousands of dollars a month to have a company do that, and then that company has access to your back end on your shopping cart, and they get 10%. So you pay them thousands of dollars to sell some of your shit, and they get 10% of your sales. What they're doing is right on YouTube. All you gotta do is look at it. You just have to know how to do it. Is it worth it to make $20,000 extra this month if I gotta give a dude 10% of it? Sure it is. It's 20 grand I wasn't gonna make. On the other hand, if I just spent a couple hours on the weekend learning how to do it, couldn't I just retain all of that and maybe even make more? Because that company you're hiring, they're just putting a couple campaigns out there. They don't have a vested interest. They're getting a little bit of a lot of people's shit. If you did it yourself, what's that worth to you? So, back to my point, while in the bathroom, I got 5 minutes. So I've made a post on Instagram, and I got to sit there for 5 minutes. I've already done my business. I've already wiped. I'm just sitting there with my pants around my ankles because I'm stuck on the toilet because that's where I made the post. Did you make any money while you were sitting on the toilet? Did you make any posts to your own business page? Well, if so, I get it. That's what I'm saying. It's easy for me to tell you what you're doing wrong when I have an excuse as to why it's okay for me to do it. You're a grown individual. If you're on here, chances are you're an adult. If you're an adult, there's no hope for you. You're not my problem. I don't care what you do. If you're my client, I care because I want you to continue to be my client. If you're consuming my media content, I just want you to be better whether you're my client or not. If I have some little bit that you don't like, that's cool. Maybe tomorrow I have something that truly helps you. Maybe I have something that motivates you. I cannot tell you, it baffles me because I'm just a dude. I've been to prison, started a business, had some little businesses fail, did construction. I'm a terrible employee. I spent parts of my life being a terrible human being. Relationship-wise, raising kids, like, I definitely could do better. I'm not a role model anywhere, really. But every day I get emails from dudes and I get messages from dudes going, hey man, I lost 40 pounds. Hey man, I was going to fucking, I died in an accident and they revived me. And I literally just, every day I thought about just killing myself. And now I heard you say, just get up and move. That's Nike's thing, right? Just do it. Just do it. Like, that's really what it comes down to. Just do it. So this dude sends me an email. This really fucking stands, like, I think about this every fucking day. We were doing the podcast and this dude fucking sent me an email and said, hey man, I died in a car accident. They revived me. I wasn't supposed to live. There's a few of them. Another dude's like, man, I was going to fucking, every day I'm in pain. I just want to kill myself. Every day I get up and I think I'm just going to end it. And he's like, I don't know why. I don't know how I found you. But you said just do it. And that's the thing, right? Just do it. And that's the Dakota Myers thing. Maybe it wasn't even them. Something was on and I just play it in the background and I'm just listening. If I'm listening to music, it's amusement. And I can get some shit done. But can I better use the time? I really fight with myself all the time. Do I listen to music and gain nothing from it? Or do I listen to something and maybe gain something? And what these guys were saying is, how do you... they were talking about depression. You know, if you're a dude that just has, how do you fight through depression? And when they prefaced it with, if you truly have depression, you're in a dark place, PTSD, you think you're going to kill yourself, seek help, right? Seek help. But he said, for the most part, which is my theory on most of it, for the most part, we're not scared of failure. Everybody says that. That's an excuse because you're just a lazy piece of shit. That's your excuse. I'm scared of failure. I'm going to huddle in the corner. I'm scared of failure. I remember Daddy beating me, right? Fear. You don't have any goddamn fear. You're just a piece of shit that's too fucking lazy. And rather than saying I'm a lazy piece of shit and I'd rather just sit here and play my video game, you use the I'm scared. Because that's the new thing, right? If you can get on and cry somewhere, you're not goddamn Sean Whalen. Sean Whalen, that's some real shit. Everybody emulates that. You have to do something to have some failures. So what they were saying was, if you're depressed and you need something and you're just in a dark place, just move. Just get up and move towards something. Immerse yourself in something with accountability. Go someplace, help some people, whatever it transpires into. And it's crazy that dudes send those emails and I'm like, man, why are we doing this fucking podcast? It takes a lot of time, guys aren't commenting, but then you get that one comment and then that was worth it. That's the point. It was worth it. Analyze your shit every day. Micro days, right? Who said there's 24 hours? And everything I give you, all this stuff, I didn't invent any of it. The micro day thing, 6-hour days, analyze every hour, that's Ed Milet. Where did he get it from? I don't know. I hear a lot of dudes say a lot of stuff. Tony Robbins and these guys, they say stuff. But then when you go even further back and you watch some of the older stuff, the black and white shit, you hear it from them too, because they got it from there. Does it really matter where it came from if it fucking works? Analyze your time. Utilize your time, move with purpose, and execute. If you do those things, you can't fail. It's just how fast you get back up. It's just everything, right? You just do it. I mean, unless you want to be the dude that's 45, 50 years old, trying to impress the fucking 20-year-old chick who your son brought home, telling her about your fucking football game from high school before she was born? Or would you rather just be busy doing shit? The superhero, right? I don't want to watch superhero movies. I want to be the fucking dude in the superhero. I want to be that dude. I want to be the dude that they're fucking talking about. I don't want my kid to talk about some shit I did. I want him to talk about some shit we're doing. I don't have anything else.